Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have an awesome video today for you that I'm really excited about, but first I want to say that Fermu.com sent me the glasses that I'm now wearing along with the prescription lenses, and they're offering the same deal to you. So down below is a link and a code so you can get a pair of prescription glasses. So you'll get the frames and the lenses for free. All you pay is shipping, and I think that's a pretty awesome deal. So if you're interested in that, make sure to look down below. Otherwise, I just have a lot of information for you about ordering glasses online, how to do it, what to look for, and a few of my favorite sites. So stay tuned. Okay, so back when I had just one pair of glasses in high school, I would only wear them like on sick days or something. It was just straight out of necessity. I didn't wear them any more than I had to. Now, with online sites like Zeni and Fermu and Eyewear Insight, glasses are so much more affordable. That means I can buy some that like really make more of a fashion statement. So like these, you know, if I had to spend $400 on a pair of frames, I probably wouldn't buy a pair like this because they're a little bit too different or a little bit too unique to wear every single day, or it's scary. For me, it's a little bit scary to, you know, spend $400 on something that's different. So given that these only cost like $30, I feel comfortable buying them and wearing them like once a month, just with a certain outfit or with, you know, certain styles, or when I want to be a little bit out there. Sorry, my cat's on my lap. That's what I love about sites like this, is that it allows you to step outside of your comfort zone, try new frames, and really make a statement. Just because we're plus size doesn't mean we can't be in style or try new trends. So I have really had a lot of fun this past year into trying out different glasses trends and seeing what works. And for the most part, it's been successful. A lot of people at work are just like, are these new? How often do you get new glasses? But once they hear about the great deals that I can find online, then they're like, wait, where do I get this? How, what? So I love it. I love buying glasses online, and I love trying out different styles. So the first thing I want to address is why buy glasses online? If I can go into a store, try everything on, make sure it looks good, and have a person do it right there for me, why would I go online? What's the point? Well, let me tell you, prescription glasses are one of the most overpriced things in the world. And that's like literally. One company, I'm using notes, hold on. One company, XOXO, owns a ton of major optical brands, as well as like the other, you know, like the brands that they're made into. So let me just read them off to you. They own LensCrafters, Sears Optical, Target Optical, Pearl Vision, Sunglass Hut, along with a number of other chains. They also own the brands Ray-Ban, Oakley, Oliver Peoples, Vogue, Versace, Prada, Bulgari, DKNY, Burberry, Ralph Lauren, Dolce & Gabbana, Donna Karan, Tiffany, many more. So they own all the rights to those glasses. So they sell those for a very high price. If you've tried to buy a pair of Oakleys at like LensCrafters or something, you know they're insanely expensive. So for example, right after we got married, my husband went to get new glasses because he had like the same ones since high school and he's been wearing contacts since forever. So he's like, you know what, I want a good pair of glasses. So he went into Target Optical and he found a pair of Oakleys that fit him really well. He has a kind of a wider face. So he was like, well, I don't want to order online because they might not be wide enough, whatever. So he was set on this pair of Oakleys at Target. So they had a deal where you get half off of your pair of glasses. He's like, perfect, let's do it. So what they failed to tell you in like the big ad is that the frames were half off and you pay full price for the lenses. Those ended up costing like $400. $400 for a pair of prescription glasses. And I got these, well, I got these for free, just like you can, but I got the ones from Zeni and the ones from Eyewear Insight for around $30. Prescription lenses included, the same kind that I would get at a store. So I am not a big believer in like huge corporations just jacking up prices because they can, because they put us consumers in a really bad position. Therefore, I will not buy from a huge brand like XOXO, just like I won't buy a diamond because I think that the diamond industry is super corrupt and they way overcharge everything. That's a whole nother video. But I love buying glasses online. So when Fermu contacted me, I was all in. I'm like, I love it. I love all the sites like this. So I want to show you some of my favorites. And I want to tell you like how to buy glasses online. So the first thing that I do when I'm looking for a pair of glasses online is I go into a store and I try stuff on. I want to see what looks good on my face, because even though a lot of these sites have apps that you can put your face in and it like puts the glasses on you, it it's not real. You know, it's not the same as having them on your face. So I go to a store nearby. I usually go to Target because it's easy. I'm there shopping. I just stop in, try on a few glasses. So I try on whatever I want, whatever looks cool, and then I take pictures of everything. So lots of shameless selfies happen, and that's okay. They're used to it. Lots of selfies, and then, this is important, you also want to take a photo of the inside of the arm. Yeah, the arm. So for example, these are a pair of Coach HC 6050 Lakota something or another. So, but on this side it says 51 16 135. So that's what you want a picture of. Right there, that number. That's what you want to get a picture of, because that tells you the measurements of the frames. So if you like the way a frame looks on your face, if you feel like, hey, that's the right width, or that's the right length here, or the nose bridge is just perfect on this one, you want to get a picture of those numbers or write them down somewhere, because that's what you're going to look at online to find a pair that fits the same way. So the first time I ordered glasses online was from ZeniOptical.com, and I did not go into a store and try stuff on. I just looked at my old pair of frames, which I have them here. They're old. And look how tiny they are now compared to my face, because I had them in high school. So I just looked at these and was like, okay, I need something wider. So I got really lucky, and the pair that I got fit really well. But I would definitely suggest going in and trying things on and seeing what looks good and seeing what fits. So the important numbers to know are those three. Okay, so the first one, 51. So that would refer to the lens width. So from here to here on that lens. Okay, the second number is usually like a 16, 18, something like that. That refers to the bridge. Okay, and then the last number they give you is like this. These are 135. So that is from side to side how wide they are. These are way too narrow for my face now, because now I'm much older, much fatter, and my face got wider. Okay, these are from when I was like 16. So they are way too narrow for my face. Now I am closer to actually like a 145 width. Like these are around that, and I really like the way they fit. I think that they're wide enough for my face without making my face look wider. I think that they fit really well. So once you have those three numbers, you start looking for frames that you like, that fit you. So what I did is I took a bunch of pictures of myself, and I noticed things like, okay, I like it when it goes down a little bit right here in the bridge and they aren't perfectly straight across. That doesn't look good on me. I noticed things like the exact width. Okay, I know that this width looks good, but 135 is way too small. It's not gonna look good on me. I like a slight upturn at the end with a little bit of a cat eye, but I know that this is too much. I know that thinner frames look better on me than thicker frames, if that makes sense. So notice things and trends by what you try on and what you like in pictures later. Notice things like this has a wireframe on the bottom and plastic on top. Hey, I really like that look. Or no, I really don't. I really like all wire. I really like a little bit of wire. These ones have a really, really thick band. Notice stuff like that. So you just want to take a lot of pictures from different sides, different everywhere. See what you like. See what looks good on you. And, put them on Instagram and see what people say. I will start with Zeni.com. That's the first place I got online glasses. And I'll tell you what I got. There'll be links down below to the exact styles if they're still available. And just kind of like how everything's packaged and how they work. So the first pair of glasses I got from Zeni are these guys right here. And these are they're really, really light. And they're still like my go-to, I'm home all day, I'm gonna wear these glasses. They feel really good. They feel really light and easy. They don't have any pads here, which I just like for wearing around the house. So they're all plastic. There's wires though, like there's metal in the plastic to make the arms more sturdy. So I do really like these. These are the ones I first ordered. They are very rectangular. So I thought they were a good fit for me. So speaking of face shapes and glasses shapes, don't let anyone ever tell you that because you're plus size or because your face is rounder, you can't wear a certain type of glass. I was just looking at Zeni's site actually, and they have a guide to like face shape and what you should and shouldn't wear, which I understand. They're trying to help people look for something that's the most flattering for their face shape. But just because we're plus size doesn't mean we can't have the same fun and fashion that everyone else does. So the process of buying these is you should have a glasses prescription already. It can be the same one as your contact prescription, but one important number to ask them for is your pupillary distance, or your PD. There are ways to check it and like find it out yourself. Hi. There are ways to find it yourself at home, but it's way easier when it's done at the same time as your prescription. And they'll usually put it on your prescription. So like I just called up Target Optical, because that's where I go, and said, hey, can I get a paper copy of my prescription? They're like, sure, stop in anytime. And then I just make sure that my PD number is on there. Your pupillary distance is the number in millimeters from one pupil looking straight ahead to the other. I think mine is like 62 or something, or 64, I'm not sure. But I have it saved somewhere, so I don't need to know offhand. The reason you want your pupillary distance is because that will determine the width of the lenses that you get. So they want your pupils to be directly in the center of each lens. So you don't want something that's way too wide and your pupils are right here, and you don't want something that's way too narrow and your pupils are out here. It just doesn't always look great. Sometimes it does if you want to wear oversized lenses. I tend to prefer bigger lenses, so my pupils are a little bit inside sometimes, but that's okay with me. I just like the look of them. But a lot of people want their pupils to be centered in the lens, therefore you want to find your pupillary distance. When you enter your prescription, before you order a pair of glasses, you'll enter your pupillary distance. So it's an important number to have. So what you do to order these, I'll start with Zeni because that's one I'm most familiar with. You find a pair of glasses you like. So say that you found a pair like this in Target or wherever, then you go online. There are so many options. It's overwhelming. But with the numbers you now have, such as width, nose bridge, and lens width, and your pupillary distance, you can narrow your choices. Then you can start to narrow by like, I want all plastic frames. I want all metal frames. I want half and half. So you can start looking at that. Some are separated by shape, like I want a cat eye or I want a Wayfarer style. And from there, then you look at the specifics. Okay, I want a thin frame. I want a little bit of a dip here. No, it's not straight across, etc., etc. I want this color. I know that tortoise frames look better on my skin tone because I'm super pale, so I tend to go for the brown or the tortoise color. Okay, once you're there, then you enter your prescription when you're checking out. There are tons and tons of lens options. I am lucky that my prescription is like negative 2.25 or something, or negative 2.5, so I can just get the basic lenses, and they usually come free with your frame order. My husband, though, we just ordered some for him on Zeni, and he has really bad prescriptions, like -6 or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But he had to get a little bit of a higher lens so that they were thinner. So his frames that were originally $15 came up to like close to $50 because of the add-on with the lens. You can get whatever type of lenses you want. You can do bifocals, stuff for astigmatism, I think, the transitions, whatever. There's tons and tons of options of scratch resistant and all that. It will up the price. So depending on what type of lens you want, you can make them up to like $100 or whatever. I like to go for the simple ones because I like to get a lot of frames. So it's super easy. They save your prescription once you're there. You can just click save as, here's my name, whatever. Really easy. I want to say for Zeni, they all came within like 2 weeks. And then at Fermu, they came within a week. First off, these frames, I already talked about a little bit, but I really like them. They're definitely my favorite just because I wear them the most. Okay, frame number 2 from Zeni is these guys right here. So now they are also a tortoise shell, just a little bit darker, and they have this kind of interesting skull detail. Let me see if it'll focus. Yeah, I didn't really notice that when I got it. Somebody had put it in like the reviews portion, and I was like, oh, I did not notice there's a skull in there. So it's pretty subtle. These have a little bit of a cat eye, a little bit of an upturn, but they are a much thicker frame. So after having these a while, I noticed, okay, I don't wear these as much because I don't like the way the thicker frame looks on my face. So it's always good to, note those things when you're looking for glasses. That's why I bring that up. So these are frame number 2 from Zeni. Okay, these are pair number 3 from Zeni. These have the plastic up on top with the wire underneath. They have the wire on the side. I really like these ones. These also are a bit wider. These I modeled off of a Hugo Boss men's frame, and I think that I got these from the men's department at Zeni. They have them split by men and women, but obviously do whatever you want. A lot of men's frames are wider, so if you're somebody who has a wider face like me, it's a good place to look. But they also do have wider selections in the female department as well. Okay, so when you order a pair of Zenis, they send them in this awesome blue case. It's just plastic. It has a little like Zeni thing at the bottom here, and they come with a cleaning cloth, which is awesome. So the really great thing about Zenis, and they say here, is that the prices start as low as $6.95. So yeah, there are frames in there for $6.95. So say that you just need something, they're awesome. Buying online is also really awesome if you have kids, because as we know, kids break everything, even really expensive prescription glasses. So it's really great for kids because you can just get them a pair for 20 bucks, and then if they break them, it's not a huge deal. It's $20 still, but not the end of the world, right? Okay, so the next pair I want to show you, I found through Alexandra at Learning to Be Fearless. She does glasses hauls through eyewearinsight.com, and she has a free shipping code. So if you're interested in that, I would look at her videos for that. But I saw these on her channel, and I just had to get them because I loved them so much. So these are like a pair of black kind of cat eye frames, and I really like the way they look on her, and I was like, well, we have similar face shapes. Maybe they'll look good on me. And I like them. I don't wear them every day or anything, but I do like the way they look. They have a little bit of a cat eye without being like, you know, so I like the way they look. They have like these rhinestones on the side, which are pretty cute. So yeah, overall, a good pair. They are black, like I said. I don't love black frames, but I wanted to make an exception, and these are a little bit more bold. So I like them if I'm doing like a more bold look, a little bit more put together than I am right now. I want to say these were around $30 too. All of my frames are personally right around $25 or $30. The ones I like happen to be that much. The other frames that I got online are from Easy Contacts USA, and these, this isn't a site I really recommend, but when I was trying on glasses at Target, I fell in love with the Coach ones, and I was like, I'm not going to pay that much for a pair of frames. I'm just not. So I looked online at different places, and Easy Contacts USA had these, and I think they're around $80 with the prescription filled in, so that's why I got these ones. I do like the way they look. They're totally different and out of my comfort zone given like the clear type of frame, but I'm glad I did it, because then when Fermu contacted me, I was like, I'm gonna try another clear pair. So yeah, I like the way they look. They're kind of that brown clear, and they have brown on the side. I'll bring them up close a little bit. Yeah, so they're just a little bit different. These also have a little bit of the upturn at the end, so like a little bit catty, but not too much. So yeah, I really like these ones. These are probably my second favorite of the bunch. I wear them the second most often so far. And the Fermu ones I just got, so let me try those on for you again. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing these a lot more too. I think they're totally different, totally unique. I've never seen anyone with frames like this, so that makes me really excited. And I need to show you that Fermu, when they sent these, they came with this really cool case. It's like a world traveler type of case with Fermu like etched on the thing. So this is a really nice, high quality case. This is awesome. And a really, really cute pink cleaning wipe. So this one is really nice. I just cleaned all of them with this rag, all my glasses, so it might be a little bit dirty looking, but obviously it came clean. Super cute. Fermu.com. Yay. I definitely recommend Zeni, Fermu, and Eyewear Insight. Fermu and Zeni are the ones that have the one you can put your picture in, and it'll line up the glasses on your face. So, and they just have a much like cleaner look than Eyewear Insight, so I would definitely suggest Zeni and Fermu above Eyewear Insight. They're my top two sites, definitely. I'm really looking forward to ordering some prescription sunglasses for the summer because I don't have any yet, and they have some really, really cute ones. They have like a lot of new trends on their site too, which I really appreciate, because it's hard to find prescription glasses, and you don't want to spend $400 on something that's in style now but might not be in a few months. So they have a ton of really trendy frames on there that I would take a look at if I were you, especially given that awesome deal down below. So give them a shot. I don't think they will let you down. They treated me really well, and I have every confidence they'll do the same with you. Let me know if you do order, because I want to see pictures. Tag me on pictures on Instagram if you order some. And if you have any questions about it, let me know down below, because I'm really passionate about this. I don't think that we should be paying $400 for a pair of frames, or $300, or even the stores that are like, you know, 2 for $100, but then you pay more for lenses and everything. Like, I just think it's wrong. Why charge people more than you have to? It's just wrong. So I am a huge believer in these sites. I've ordered tons from them, as you can see, and I love every pair. In a different way, I love every pair. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you check out the link down below, see what they have to offer for the free lenses and frames. Let me know if you use it. Tag me in pictures if you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.